still can't get over those clips that you have.
Yeah,
and I saw live, in person, IRL, of you just teleporting
Dude,
twice.
I remember like spending 2 hours on the. I remember spending 2 hours on the final boss. It was the worst.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was Trip's final boss or it was Sonic's. It was just bad.
Jesus Christ. Welcome back to the JLB podcast. My name is Joker.
My name is Needle.
I'm Daytendo.
Who the fuck are you? You're not SwaGh.
I'm not SwaGh. Who's this
Who's
guy?
this?
Who is
Yeah,
this?
so
Who's
SwaGh,
this guy?
SwaGh is out racing RC cars or something. So we had to get someone else on the podcast. It's oh my god, it's like I should have used the old graphic. I should have used the graphic where it's just me and Needle, because then it would literally just have on season 1.
I mean,
this one's still pretty funny because
it's pretty funny.
My Mario thing, but what did you do? Did you do like
he just put like my profile pic over SwaGh's face.
That is amazing. That's even better.
This one's pretty funny.
And then I have our viewer retention generator in the bottom left.
You should have made it. You should have made it so that it was just me playing pinball for an hour.
I probably could add that if I feel like it. But
I'm down to just play this for like the entire time we talked because like.
So for
not spoilers anyway, this is the original game.
For any viewers who may be watching, was it today or yesterday that it came out? Generations. Today. Okay.
It came out literally today.
Okay, so today Sonic X Shadow Generations released, which is just a phenomenal name. Good job.
Yeah, crazy how they really put thought into.
Crazy how they knew my number one.
Yeah, they just add one letter to it.
Ain't no way. Yeah. Technically speaking, if you downloaded the digital deluxe edition of this game, you would have it 3 days early. If you weren't on the Switch, because Nintendo is an interesting company, and yeah. For some reason, the 3 days early thing just did not apply to Nintendo.
It's only logical for Nintendo to do something like that.
But I was expecting it to be a hot steaming pile of dog shit, as Sonic games usually are nowadays.
Come on. No hating.
Come on, you can't tell me that Forces and Superstars are good.
Superstars? Okay. I didn't like Superstars initially. It's warmed up to me. I think the game is good. It's just not for me in terms of. Like,
I witnessed firsthand of Needle dog shit on it in the beginning.
Yeah, at the beginning I did not like it, but over time I'm like, okay, this isn't the worst thing. Honestly, it's not that bad. I think you can have fun with it, especially with the multiplayer. I don't necessarily hate the game that much anymore. I think it's a decent game. It's just not my ideal experience when it comes to classic Sonic, and I think it's because of the fact that the game is like a 3D rendered game, like it uses 3D environments, and that's kind of a turnoff for me when it comes to classic Sonic. I don't know what it is.
It really seemed like because Superstars released around the same time as Wonder. So it really seemed like they were going generally the same direction with the 2D series for Mario and Sonic. And Wonder was a really good game and did well. Superstars just did it terribly somehow. I haven't played Superstars, but a lot of people
have said that they really like it, but then there's a lot of people that say they did not like it, and that's sounds like Sonic in general. But I mean, I don't know. At first, I wasn't, because again, like there were a lot of things that were just kind of like bullshit in the game that like I didn't really understand. Like I have clips of me like clipping through geometry and clipping and literally down warping,
literally like teleporting.
It's like it was really annoying. There was also apparently a bug at the pre-patch version of the game where at the end of what is the level called? It's something like something Sanctuary. I don't think it's Sky Sanctuary. I think it might be the level before that, but it's no, it's like a level. It's like a water level. And for some reason, there's a weird glitch where the oxygen and the water swap places So like
What?
during the Eggman boss, so you'll be drowning while you're not in water, but when you're in water, you're fine. So like people would
Jesus
die during
Christ.
the like people would like step on the capsule
Mhm.
and they would be actively drowning while they're trying to move on to the next level. And they would drown and have to start
Dude.
the level over again. It was
Bro.
yeah. Luckily, I didn't have to deal with that because I think the game got patched within that week, and I had gotten the game the week after it came out.
Mhm.
So,
That's just
like, God damn, I'm glad.
average Sonic moment, I feel like. Especially on like a new
I don't know.
release.
Mania didn't have those problems, and
Well,
you know what it is? I don't even
don't
think that
forget,
it's Sonic.
Mania
I
was
think it's
not
the
made
fact.
by Sonic Team.
I mean, still, I don't think saying, "Oh yeah," because it's Sonic Team is bad. Like
I don't
I
okay,
don't
so
believe that.
Sonic
I
Team
think it's because what the problem is that Sonic is generally a fast character. So because of that, when they make 3D Sonic games or games where Sonic is in a 3D environment, it
yeah.
kind of breaks like really hard because the environments are just not built for it. Like it's either you do what Mania did, or you gimp his speed and make him slower, which isn't fun. That's what Frontiers did.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a big fan of Sonic. Like, Sonic's kind of slow in Frontiers. I'm not really a big fan of that. Like, I mean, maybe it's because like maybe you have to like level him up or something, but I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of how he
Yeah.
moves.
I mean, look, I hate to clown on on Sonic Team because I know that they're capable of making really good games, like Sonic Shadow
Yeah,
Generations. But
I cooked with this one,
if
I'm
if
afraid.
they if everything they've ever made was put in the oven for a little longer, with a few exceptions, then it would be a great game. Like Sonic 06
Yeah.
was bad, Sonic Forces was bad, Sonic Superstars was meh.
Oh, you're so right. Dude, oh my God. Yeah, Super just gave a good point. He said, "Remember when the game crashed mid podcast?"
Yeah,
Yeah, it
we were
did.
doing the podcast. We were
Seriously?
doing it was
Are you
season it
Yeah, who were we
serious?
talking
it
to?
was season 1 with GTM,
Audrey?
and
Oh,
we were
GTM.
doing we
Yeah.
and you were doing Sonic Superstars.
Bro.
Uh
Oh.
and the game, not only once you just clipped into the floor and I saw you die, but another time the game just crashed out of nowhere.
Bro.
Yeah. I don't
That
know if
is
that might just be the Switch version of the game,
Yep.
honestly. I don't think I've ever
that
seen
is
like it on another version of the game. I think I might just be Switch version.
Sonic fans be
Oh
like,
my
yeah, the
God.
game's actually really good if you don't look at the gameplay or the sound design or the level design or the game design or the characters, and if you don't play the game at
I
all,
don't
and you have to wait 15 years.
I don't okay. I don't necessarily think that's like true for a lot of things,
I,
but
I look,
I don't know.
I think
He's
that
like
a lot of the games are very outdated. I think the 2D games hold up very well. But like,
The 3D
I
games
played
are
through,
weird, but that's just because
from what I
it's
remember
just
of
like
Sonic
Mario.
Adventure
The
2,
formula is always changing.
from what I remember of Sonic Adventure 2, and I just replayed Sonic Adventure 1, uh, I I think they're very outdated. But which is weird because it's like this always happens with Sonic, but for some reason the Mario games are always, they age like
Well,
wine
Sonic was kind of
usually.
usually.
behind when it came to 3D, especially at the beginning. Like Adventure 1 came out in 1999 or 1998, and 64 came out 2 years before that. By the time 1998 rolled around, we had Ocarina of Time, like on Nintendo's side. So,
90,
Yeah.
and that
yeah,
was like
90, you're right.
it was a
It was
very like
99, yeah.
it was a very like insane like stat in terms of 3D platforming because
Yeah.
I mean it wasn't a 3D platform, it was an RPG, but yeah, it was like in terms of 3D games in general, like Ocarina of Time was like amazing like then. And it was like you had Sonic Adventure, and Sonic Adventure is pretty good. Like I'm not gonna say it's a bad game, but you
Yeah.
compare that to the two games we had, and like yeah, it does. And what's even worse is that as great as these games are, people, it didn't even save the Dreamcast, and that's the thing that
No.
makes it the worst. But that's more so because of the fact that Sega was dumb with their decisions, and they made the Sega Genesis, right, and they made Sonic 1, and the game was a huge success.
Mm-hmm.
Then they made Sonic 2. They capitalized on it, and Sonic 2 was probably one of the best 2D Sonics to a lot of people, and I think in terms of sales it might be. And they were doing good, but then they started making add-ons for the Sega Genesis. So they had the CD, they had the 32X. The CD wasn't that good because it didn't it had games, but the only memorable game that people really talk about is Sonic CD. The same thing with the 32X. You had Knuckles Chaotix, which wasn't even a Sonic game, technically speaking. It just had Sonic characters in it, and it featured Knuckles.
It's really weird that at the time, or right now, the only games you talk about from that era really are N64 games, at least in the mainstream.
Yeah.
And which is odd, because as soon as the Nintendo 64 came out, it was already outdated, because the PS1 was better than it, and it was already released.
PS1 already had this. PS1 had disc.
But you don't hear anyone talking about PlayStation 1 games.
It's wild, though, because the thing is that even with Nintendo being behind, they thrived. Like 64 is one of the most critically acclaimed games out there. And again, it used cartridges.
Back then, when it was still based on the bit system, 8-bit, 16, 64, whatever, it was important to people that they had more bits, better graphics, because then, better graphics, more capabilities in game. That's or more processing power, I guess, because that's what the bits really stood for, the processing power. But now that some games look synonymous with real life, people want to get further away from that. That's why games like Celeste and Hollow Knight do so well. They look nothing like real life.
Yeah, Sonic Mania is amazing because of the fact that it goes back to its original roots, whereas at 16-bit there's something beautiful about it. Because you can make a really great landscape with with 3D models and stuff, but imagine how much time it takes to make sprites for things. That shit is hard.
I can't imagine.
It is very difficult.
I can't imagine
and you
that.
have to draw them by frame.
The
detailed
Metroid is a prime example of that.
A prime example.
Look,
that was actually unintentional. That was a very unintentional.
That was crazy.
I just now realized that.
Look at how detailed even the classic Sonic games were. 1, 2, even 3. I'll even say Knuckles Chaotix. And it's with that, you got to think with Mania, they doubled the animations frames of everything. So you can imagine how crazy it is. Oh, god damn it.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I really think it's odd too, as that the Nintendo Switch, it's not super powerful, as we know, but Mortal Kombat 1 got ported to the Switch and it looks terrible, just terrible.
Yeah, that's people were shitting on that port.
I was buying it. I was gonna buy it, and I saw it, and I was like,
it looks so bad. But if you look at Nintendo licensed games only, you'd think that the Nintendo Switch was up to snuff with every other current gen console.
Yeah. I mean, look at Pikmin 4. Look at Pikmin 4.
Just don't look at Pokemon. Don't look at Pokemon.
Don't look at Bowser's Fury.
Oh god, no, not Pokemon.
Don't look at Pokemon. Don't look at Bowser's Fury. Look at Odyssey and Breath of the Wild. That's it. and Mario Kart.
Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, Pikmin 4. Pikmin 4 is probably the most realistic looking game.
Pikmin 4 does look really
that
good.
game looks freaking insane.
Me and Dave sent a video when I was still living with him. I'm gonna start this over. I lost so many lives. We watched the video of this guy putting 1,000 Pikmin in the game, and
that's crazy.
He was trying to break the game, and Nintendo optimized the living fuck out of that game. He put thousands and thousands of the giant bulb orbs, and never got the game to crash. Never
That's
did.
Crazy.
He could not get that game to crash. That game was that's probably the most optimized Nintendo game in existence. I'm not even kidding.
What does Pikmin 4 use? Its engine is Unity, right? Is it Unity or?
It's Unity. Yeah, it uses Unity.
Does it use Unity?
No, not Unity. Unreal. Yeah, I'm stupid. It was Unreal.
Unity. I think
it's Unreal. Unreal Engine.
I really doubt that Nintendo ever uses Unity. I highly
No,
doubt that
that
Nintendo
was
uses
Pikmin
Unity.
4
Probably
was the
not.
first game they
I
used
think they-
Unreal for. That was
I-
the first game they used.
No, Smash used Unreal.
Wait, really?
Yeah, Smash did.
Yeah, Smash used Unreal.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's why it looks
I'm just
so
now
good.
figuring this out, bro.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Smash Ultimate used
Are you
Unreal.
serious?
I'm
I
serious.
thought.
Yep.
Nah, bro. There's no way.
I don't know if Smash 4 was the first one to use Unreal, but I know Smash did use Unreal.
Is one of them.
That's why it looks so
one of the
good.
earlier ones that used it.
Huh.
That goes to my point. Like, Nintendo licensed games on the Switch are the only ones that actually look good when they're trying to look good, at least.
One thing that I hate a lot is the people that still think that console wars exist. Like, I hate those type of people because you'll see them, they'll be like, "Oh, PlayStation's thriving when Nintendo is behind," and it's like,
if you can't tell that Nintendo has clearly won the console wars, I think that, because look, think about it this way: PlayStation is Sony. They are profitable without the PlayStation. Nintendo is a games company only.
Right. Yeah, they used to be like games and entertainment, but then they just strictly made games.
Well,
like,
I guess I guess now they're going into household products with the Alarmo, but
and
Alarmo.
some movie,
dude, I want that.
and the movie. That's true, and the Mario movie. I'm super excited for the Zelda movie actually, because we should be getting news on that soon.
Yeah, that's gonna be something.
Keegan Michael Key as Link.
My thing, my thing is like, I hate people that like online that's like they're like, "Oh, PlayStation it's peak and that's the only good thing. Nintendo, y'all are behind," and it's like real gamers do this, and it's like y'all have like 2.5 games, and those games are gonna get ported to Steam in like the next year. Like, what are you guys talking about?
Every time they get exclusive, it's always timed.
It is.
And it's like, my thing is that you guys have the PlayStation 5, right? Like, I'm knocking on PlayStation users. I'm not. It's more the people, like, you play whatever console you want, Like, at the end of the day, we're all gamers. We all like video games. It doesn't matter what console we play with. It's just annoying for the people that, like, they shit on people that don't use their console. Like, it's very annoying. Like, especially the PlayStation ones. Like, and my thing is, like, y'all have the PS5, right? How is it that it's been 4 years since that console released, I think, and you guys have only got like 3 games that are exclusive to the console?
Yeah.
How is that even
possible?
possible?
Now we have like the pro version. Like, bro, you guys have like
$700.
Yeah, $700. I pay rent on this shit, and you're expecting me to pay $700 fucking dollars on that shit? Nah, you're fucking.
Well, then they wonder why there's so many Nintendo. They wonder why there's so many quote unquote Nintendo fanboys. But it's like, the console is affordable and the games are good as well. Not to say the games are bad on PlayStation. They're actually some really good PlayStation games. Like Astro Bot, from what I've seen and heard, is really good, and it looks amazing.
I could name every PlayStation 5 exclusive in about a minute.
And
half of them aren't even out yet.
Yeah. Like I would, like, if I had a PS5, I would play Astro Bot because
that's the only reason I'd get a PS5, I think.
I can't have that being the only reason I get a PS5. I can't justify it. Like, I just can't.
We must be really close to an announcement for the Switch 2, by the way. Because
that's what everybody's been saying. Like, everybody was hoping last month.
Just got a trailer, which is, I think, the remaster, either the remaster or the sequel of Yooka-Laylee.
Yeah, I saw that.
On the bottom, instead of Nintendo Switch, it just said like the Nintendo logo.
It just said Nintendo, and it looked like it had like 2 eyes next to it. Like the eye emoji.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then they also posted on their Twitter
and
the same exact thing.
Last time that happened, when it didn't show like the Wii U when the Switch was about to be revealed, it was Sonic Mania.
Yeah.
Which I believe was like August of 2016, and we got the announcement for the Switch.
Oops.
It had said NX on the Mania trailer.
Yeah.
But
it did say that. Yeah.
But
that is funny.
Ended up being on Switch, and then we should be really close to a Switch 2 announcement. I wonder what the specs will be like. I really hope it's close to like a Steam Deck.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
The only thing is that it can't be too insane with the specs because they want to keep it in an affordable range.
I expect it to be.
I don't see them going
like
too hard on it.
$400, maybe $500.
That's what a lot of people are expecting. You know, better CPU, better GPU, better battery, better storage.
However, if Nintendo is able to keep their price cheap, they'll definitely win. Or if people still think the console wars are going on, they're definitely going to quote unquote win, because they could just price it at $350 again and still be making a profit, whether it be high or small.
Yeah. Just like the PS5 though, I don't see myself getting the Switch 2 for probably a while, because I want to see some games on it that isn't just the games from the Switch.
Not have the same situation with the the original Switch where there was no games.
Yeah,
and then
that was another problem.
Oh, then Mario Kart 8 Deluxe drops a month later.
All we had was 1-2 Switch, and then Breath of the Wild, and then Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that came out later, and then I think Mania came out that summer.
At this rate, Prime 4 has to be a release title, so
I definitely see it.
I
definitely see it.
I could see
might
that
get I could see Prime 4 having a Breath of the Wild situation where it releases on Switch and Switch 2, but a more souped up version on Switch 2. And then I could see 3D Mario maybe being a launch title, but I really don't know if they'd do two big titles like that, because last time
they at the very least we should get news on it.
We should get news, because we got to remember next year is Mario's 40th anniversary. So
that is true.
That's got to be something.
We're coming to a close on this year by itself.
And we haven't heard anything yet since May, which was a little tease. So
the launch lineup we got Switch
Snipper Clip
was what? I think it was it Snipper Clips? Was Snipper Clips on launch lineup?
I think it was.
Okay, so it would have been Breath of the Wild, Snipper Clips, Bomberman R, Just Dance, and then I think there was a game called Kamiko that was a launch title, but it was online only.
Talking about.
It was a really good small indie action game, but if Nintendo is really smart, I've said this a lot, but if Nintendo is really smart, then their launch lineup is just every Switch game. They just backport everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I definitely see them doing that.
They've got to do that. That's what they did with the Wii U to the Wii, so they have to. If it's because they
have
said
to have,
they're not calling it
backwards compatibility.
They're not calling it the new console. They didn't call the NX the successor to the Wii U. They called it a new console.
Yeah, no.
There's no way. There's no way they're stupid enough to not have backwards compatibility for a console.
They're got to.
For a console that has 100,000 games already.
You know how much money I've spent on my Switch for me to, for it to just be null because of because they didn't want to have. Fuck out of here.
I also expect them to bring over Nintendo Switch Online just from.
Oh, they're going to.
Yeah,
I saw. Have you guys heard that? They're doing that online playtesting thing or something. Whatever it is.
I don't know what
or something. There's some there's some spec. Yeah, they just started that. I was like, there was some speculation. I was like, oh, could this be somewhat related to Switch 2? Could it be upgraded? Online system for Switch 2 or whatever. Testing better servers, which I highly doubt that, because this is Nintendo we're talking about. We all know that their online service is actually complete garbage. So
they're pretty.
Who knows? We don't know.
People are Nintendo's online service is affordable, but you're forgetting the fact that the reason why
this was once free too. This was once free. We're paying. We were paying for something that was not upgraded, and the experience is still absolutely terrible, even to this day, 4 years later.
To be completely fair, I think they expected some people to do like we're doing now, where we have a bunch of people. Because they're gonna be up to 8 people in a family group, all paying $10 for the mega expansion pack.
Yeah.
So $10 a year is actually not bad.
Wow.
Yeah,
but if you were just paying what was it? What is it? I think it's 35 for one person. Then that's a lot.
It was $50. It was $50 for expansion pass.
And yes, that is a lot, but it's also nothing compared to PS5 and Xbox.
No.
Yeah,
Definitely not.
theirs is wild.
Definitely not.
Xbox Live is 60 a year, and I think PS5 is 70.
Is that just by itself, or is
That's
it
just by
expansion?
itself. That's just Xbox Live.
That's ridiculous.
It might.
God,
I think it might be
ridiculous.
Xbox Live Gold, which gives you like some discounts, but like Nintendo's is 80. Or I guess if you're just getting like even the normal one, Nintendo's is 20 a year, and you still get exclusive discounts.
Expansion pass is 50.
Expansion pass is 50 for one person.
Right. So, yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. So it's 50 for one person. Either way, it's still cheaper than Xbox Live, and I think it's called PlayStation Now or something.
Still a bit much when you look. It's still a bit much when you look at it at a Nintendo perspective.
I suppose
it's not that bad, yeah.
But honestly, a year, that's not terrible.
No.
Yeah.
We're just gonna ignore the fact that it was once free, but
I think
no upgrades to the
yes,
online servers or anything like that or anything. The only good online games that exist is just Mario Kart, because that's the only one that has actually good online for the most part.
But that's for such a shit reason too. It's mainly because of the fact that it's because like the way online works is Mario Kart doesn't really require interactions with the people in the carts that much.
Interaction?
Like
interactions.
So like yeah, I said interaction.
I literally said interactions. You said interactions, and they said an erection.
Bro, what is wrong with you? Anyways,
yeah. Actually, well, I require an erection when I play Mario Kart. This is why we can't have this guy as a permanent host on the podcast.
What do you mean?
Pretty much like it's weird. I don't want to say like interactions per se, because like you're still bumping into people and stuff throwing shells at them.
Oh,
but
no, it's
like how SRB2 cart works, where it would just not be a good flow, because SRB2 has that problem where say if one person lags, everyone kind of lags in the lobby.
It's a peer-to-peer connection. It's a peer-to-peer. That's what it is.
Before it used to be like it used to just like resync, so it would stop everyone, so it could resync everything. It was bad.
You're lagging.
I think Nintendo didn't want that, so they did it. They kind of did it like the way they kind of did it that way, for I guess because they didn't want to break the flow of Mario Kart.
Yeah,
but just use rollback.
It does suck.
They really should.
It just sucks for games like Smash was pretty bad, but it's not
Smash
terrible.
Is terrible.
And Mario Maker 2, I think Mario Maker 2 is probably like the worst. Either Mario Maker 2 or 3D World.
Yeah, that was pretty damn bad. Oh my god.
Smash is like, yes, it was bad, but I really feel like it wasn't terrible. Like there's another fighting game called Brawlhalla that I used to play. It's a fighting game, and when you would play online in that, if you lagged, your character just started walking in one direction and then wouldn't stop until you connected back, and they would just walk off the edge and die. At least Smash and games like Rivals have like rollback, and they just pause the game if there's a bad connection. Speaking of Rivals 2 just came out yesterday.
I don't know if I'm gonna get it because I like Rival 1's mods.
Yeah, it's doing really well. It's doing really well for itself. I'm super proud of them. I love Dan Fernacci, and then I think Ludwig's game company, his publishing company, Off-Brand, and its subsidiary Off-Brand Games are what published the game, and Pirate Software is like the head of Off-Brand Games. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm. Huh. That's pretty cool, actually.
The pirate. If anyone doesn't know Pirate Software, he's that guy who's like games or whatever. he like codes his game on stream, and then when people ask him questions, and he opens up MS Paint and explains some sort of shit in game.
Amazing.
Just a really cool guy.
That is funny.
I think Pirate Software actually. So Simple Flip's recent ROM hack competition, they actually funded it.
Pirate Software.
I think it was one of Yeah, it was one of the biggest prize that Simple's had in a competition. It was really cool.
I've been watching Pirate Software since 2018. I have a Heartbound poster that he signed back in like 2018, 2019, and I can't find it, but I gotta find it and hang it back up soon. And I'm so happy that someone I've been watching for years is finally getting the recognition they deserve, because Pyro Software is so sick. He's such a cool guy. He formerly worked at Blizzard. I think it was Blizzard. Yeah, he worked on like World of Warcraft.
Oh, damn!
And his dad worked on World of Warcraft. His for anyone who's watched South Park, Pirate Software's dad is that one fat guy in the episode where they're all playing World of Warcraft trying to beat the OP guy.
Oh, are you serious?
His dad. They based that guy off of his dad, who helps with like the animations and stuff.
That's wild. That is so funny.
Yeah. So Pirate Software, just an awesome guy, and I love him.
Shows how
I love watching his shorts, and I just binge his shorts for like an hour sometimes. Just a super awesome dude. But anyway, back to Rivals. Rivals 2 released. It's doing really well, and as much as I want to get it, because I've heard really good things so far, and it looks really good. The game looks amazing. The modding scene on Rivals 1 is so like
good,
outstanding.
It's amazing. Yeah. Like, I have so many insane characters. Like, I have Super Paper Mario, I have Speedrunner Mario, I have, like, a bunch of cool, like, oh my god, like, Jigglypuff, I think I have a character like that.
Yeah.
The hill Mario. From the background of Mario.
Yeah. 64 Mario is so cool.
Yeah.
And
Chuckia is from that lineup. It's really sick. Like,
most Smash characters they've ported into the game.
Yeah. Luigi, I have like Sonic, I have like a version of Sonic,
who is a real character.
Oh my god!
No,
it's.
I don't even mean Me Brawler anymore.
Yeah,
but here, how about this? Let's bring up this topic. I don't think I've ever talked to you about this topic, Day, but who are your hopes for if there is a next Smash game? Like, who's your character lineup? Yeah. Like 5 character lineup that you'd want to see.
5 character. It's kind of a tough one because I only play like a couple characters.
That's fair.
But
like, of newcomers.
I gotta say, newcomers.
Yeah, of newcomers. We can do it in a way that's like the top.
So like, are you talking about like newcomers who were added into Ultimate, or just like completely new?
Like anyone would be completely people who have not yet. Yeah, people who have not yet appeared in Smash.
It can be an assist trophy priorly. It could be a spirit. It could be anything that is currently in Smash, as long as they're not a character.
And just not a if they're not a fighter already.
Just not a fighter. Okay, hold on. Let me look up the Ultimate trophies, assist trophies real quick, because I need to. I'm pretty sure there's a couple.
I guess I'll go all days. Like
we can do it in the way that's like
we need more Sonic characters. Games.
Yeah, we do need more Sonic.
That's what I was thinking. Because like there's Knuckles. Knuckles would be pretty
Sonic
cool.
Character,
but...
and it's Sonic. Like, and we had him since Brawl. Like, come on.
I do think that it makes
Knuckles and Shadow would be such good picks.
It would make Knuckles and Shadow would be good picks, but I think honestly the most sense for Nintendo would be to just choose Tails. Which is unfortunate.
Yeah, but
because Knuckles is a great fighting character.
Just have the Dreamcast plus Shadow. Like Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Shadow. That would be great. Like
what's that? The Majora's Mask moon?
I feel like
the moon from Majora's Mask. I could see Skull Kid.
I feel like adding
Skull Kid would be a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like adding the Dreamcast plus Shadow would just make sense for a game for that, because they all I feel like Knuckles and Shadow are more combat oriented in their personalities, but I think like even Amy could work, or Tails. Like I feel like they could just work. I've seen Tails.
I could see Tails. I could definitely see Tails. Yeah, because of that.
I honestly couldn't see more than like 3 Sonic characters being in a Smash game.
Maybe Sonic, Tails, Knuckles. Have the heroes Team Sonic.
That would be cool, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles. But I think my dream Sonic lineup would be Sonic, Knuckles, Shadow if they were in Smash. Well, actually, technically, my dream lineup would be Sonic, Shadow, Silver, but I know they'll never do Silver. So Sonic,
Silver is definitely.
Silver is a very, I want to say obscure pick, but yeah. I don't know. It's kind of, in terms of Nintendo,
my number one most wanted by far,
I think,
bar none, Gino.
I was gonna say Gino. I was legit gonna say Gino. I was like, dude, Gino.
They need to bring back Gino.
The thing that pisses me off about
and of Waluigi too, which everybody.
I hope this character's in the game, and then they're like, oh, but like, what would they do or why not? Like, dude, Ice Climbers was in Smash, and they had like, all they had was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Game & Watch was in Smash. You know, these characters don't have like, again, like especially like. Ice Climbers is a better example. Ice Climbers has one game and still has one game to their name, and they made it in Smash and have been in Smash since Melee. They took a break,
which is insane.
Yeah, like they took a break next to Smash, or they took a break for Smash 4, but then they came back at Ultimate. So it's just like, I don't know. Oh, Gemroll.
I'd like for them
to. That's Gemroll. All right, that's Emerald.
I'd like to see Waluigi. I just don't think they're going to do Waluigi.
They had so many chances. There's no possibility because he's been in Assist Trophy since Brawl.
Yeah.
So
I can't see.
Which honestly still doesn't make too much sense because then you have the Springman from ARMS, but then they added Min. So I was like, what?
They
but what? Yeah. They like enough Mario characters though. Like it'd be nice to see more.
Technically,
like franchises. Like again, Sonic needs some love. I think.
I could see more Sonic characters. I want to see Gino very badly, but I also
Gino would definitely be.
I'd also like to see more Persona reps, honestly, because like the Persona 4 and Persona 3 protagonists also would have very different movesets from Joker.
Yeah.
And then there's another series that I had thought of that was in Smash, but I thought needed more characters. Let me look at the roster real quick. But what about like characters who?
Dude, imagine Metal Sonic.
I'd love to see Shovel Knight as his own character.
Cool. Something.
But unfortunately,
I've speculated that
Shovel Knight is a character already in Rivals of Aether, so I don't know if they'd do that because he's already a fighter in another game.
I don't see that. I don't see that as the reason why they wouldn't include him, but yeah.
That's true. Let's see. If it would load, geez, their website takes as long to load as their fucking character selection screen.
It's no way. That's real though.
Let's add another Fire Emblem character.
Yeah, they could use more Fire Emblem characters, I think. No.
Yeah.
I think they should add Zero from Mega Man. That or Bass.
That one, that one's really, he's a really good one.
Yeah. Zero's already an assist trophy, I think.
Zero? Yeah, he is. Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
I couldn't see more Punch-Out characters as much as that would be cool.
No,
Mr. Macho Man.
Just adds Mike Tyson.
Yeah. My Sonic brain rot when you said Zero, and I'm like, you mean the robot that chases Amy in Sonic Adventure 1?
No, not that one.
Oh no, the Mega Man robot. I gotcha.
I think if they were to add another classic rep, akin to like Ice Climbers or Rob or Duck Hunt.
Yeah.
That's a hard one. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
That's actually a pretty difficult
one. I need to
one.
think about that.
I need to think about that. Excite Bike.
DK Jr.
DK Jr.
No, I already have Diddy Kong. No way.
Oh my god.
Maybe like Excite Bike. Let me look up NES classic game.
Bro would just run you over the whole time.
Honestly.
Just that's pretty much the Bowser Jr. side B the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Ink Roller.
Or that too.
I would say Mega Man if he wasn't already in the game.
Let's add the Nintendo.
Yeah.
Nintendo, yeah, man.
Just
he like die of cuteness or something. Like he's too cute for your opponent, so he just dies.
Yeah, your character just like stands there and he's just like, oh, it's so cute. Doggy.
Fucking obliterate. It's 999 damage.
Yeah.
I know. His final smash is just like, I don't know, grows bigger like it does on and it just goes up and licks your screen.
Yeah. Pinball. I forgot Pit is technically a classic rep because Sakurai just took the Kid Icarus series after Smash Brawl.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Bandy,
Golf,
Waddle Dee.
Some more Kirby characters would be cool because we have.
That's what I was saying. I saw Kirby like
Bandana D. I'd like to see Bandana D.
Bandana D, Waddle Dee.
I want Bandana D. That is my boy.
Yeah.
Bandana D is my boy. I love him so much.
Yeah.
My favorite Kirby character. I love him. Oh my god, that would be so cool to have him in this game.
Popeye.
Yeah, what do you think about like people who want Goku in Smash? Like, what's your opinion on that?
That would. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it can work. They can tweak him a lot for him to work, but considering we know how overpowered he is,
I'm gonna say that. Okay, I'm gonna go out and say that I'm not judging anybody who wants Goku because obviously, you know, everyone wants their specific character. You know, I'm not gonna knock them for that. The problem with that is that you're gonna hate him when he's in Smash because he's not gonna be as overpowered as he is in his fighting games.
No, that's exactly. they're gonna tweak him so fucking hard just to make sure because they realize how broken this dude is. Bro just screams and he destroys a planet. So you know,
Goku would have to be gimped up his ass for him to be like a balanced fighter in Smash. Like he would not be as simple and athletic as he was in
people
in,
are
like,
always
his fighting game.
People are always saying like, oh, they should add fucking Goku, they should add Naruto, they should add Ichigo. Oh my god, the other host is in the chat or in the audience.
SwaGh H.
I think that they're never going to add another like anime rep. The one time they did technically wasn't, but it was like Pikachu in Smash 64.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So I really doubt they'll ever do another anime rep. That being said, if they were going to, I'd say Deku from either that or Saitama from One Punch Man.
Yeah, Saitama would be very interesting.
The problem with having like anime protagonists like that is that they're not going to be what they are in their canon. Like they're going to have to get their moveset. It's kind of like how Steve is. Like,
although Steve is
he's still overpowered, but yeah,
dude. As much as I'd like to see Steve in the next Smash game because I love Minecraft, I really hope that if they do, they nerf him a lot.
They need.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. A lot of people really hate Steve.
You cannot place blocks in the middle of the air, bro. You can't do that. You can't even do that in the original game. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Nintendo, Sakurai, what are you doing?
They really.
It's funny because he plays Minecraft. He does play Minecraft.
Exactly. Like what the fuck?
Same build that he's had. So yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think Steve should at least have some sort of.
Bro saw Steve as the last DLC character. He was like, nah, we gotta make this dude the most broken fucking character on the fucking planet. And
why do the DLC characters get like they always
it's
get
only
like
the DLC.
The pretty privilege of having the overpowered moveset.
It's crazy.
Like, we had
top 3 characters are DLC.
Bayo and Smash 4. Yeah, like bro, what is this, man?
Actually, no. Technically, Pikachu is better than Joker. So top 3 is probably more like Steve, Kazuya, Pikachu, but or no, actually probably Steve, Kazuya, Sonic at this point because Sonic has gotten a lot of development. But
what's funny is that Sonic is only good, and I hate to knock on one of my favorite video game characters of all time, but a lot of people don't like Sonic because he's a very campy character.
I hate Sonic. I do.
Most of his moves, he has like 4 spin dash moves, and like he uses them to just get away. You just time people out because again, Sonic is really fast, so it's kind of hard to catch him. in a game, if they know if they have the game advantage, if they have a percentage advantage or a stock advantage, and there's enough time left, they're gonna time you out.
Yeah,
it does get annoying. I want to see
really
more aggressive Sonic.
I'm really glad I don't see Sonic that much. There aren't dude. Every Sonic I played, they're exactly the same. Like, dude, you're so fucking cringe that you play Sonic in general.
They should add that sniper character from Sonic the Fighters.
Like, Fang.
Yeah, Fang.
Yeah,
they should add him.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool, but I don't see I mean, they would have to be really creative with his moveset.
For in terms of like newcomers that I don't think will be returning if there's a next Smash game, I'll be the first to say Sora. No way. No way.
Yeah. Nintendo's gonna go bankrupt.
I agree.
Back, bro.
Yeah, no. I can't believe they even managed to even get the licensing to get Sora into the game.
I'm pretty sure Disney gets a cut of every single amiibo sale of Sora because of that little fucking
Guarantee it. They do, because Disney
Sonic Battle and
fucking
Sonic
milks.
Fighters. Yeah, that is true. Like, Sonic had some good sources of games they could have chosen from. Like, again, Smash Bros. Brawl came out in 2008. And yeah, Sonic was a last minute addition, but y'all could have tweaked his moveset in the next game, and y'all just didn't.
Like, why Sonic is Brawl? Because his voice is better.
Why do I feel like I'm playing Sonic 2? Like, all he has is his spin dash. Like, bro, come on, man.
I think
and that's the modern incarnation of the character too. You could have given him like light speed dash and stuff like that, like bound jump, like all that crazy shit. Like,
I'd like
you had sources.
I'd like to see
Joker return. Games.
I'd like to see Joker return in the next Smash game if there is.
Joker would be cool.
I'd like to see Joker return. Honestly, most of the DLC characters I'd like to see make a return.
Yeah.
Joker would be good.
Terry's really good. Nah. Kazuya,
I feel like Terry's almost guaranteed to return just because Neo Geo really has nothing to lose.
Yeah, Terry's like he's really, really great. I love Terry. I have no issues.
I think like the genuine fighting game.
No Byleth. Fuck Byleth.
Byleth is kind of.
I'd like to see them have less. I don't like Pyramithra. I'd like to see them have like less Fire Emblem characters. But if they were to have less Fire Emblem characters, I'd like Byleth to be one of them.
See, the problem with
because Byleth is so much different from the
Fire Emblem.
That's true.
I feel like
a
lot of people complain about. I feel like a lot of people complain about the abundance of characters from Fire Emblem, but a lot of people don't talk about the fact that like there's a lot of Mario characters too, and it's like, and yeah, you could be like, oh yeah, because that's Nintendo's like thing, and it's like so is Fire Emblem.
It's just casual racism.
That's true.
It's literally casual racism.
I don't know. I feel like Mario gets a lot of representation too, and nobody really talks about that. Like, how many? We have like 12 characters, I think, from Mario.
Yeah.
Well, there's
I agree.
More, but
we need to cut those clones out. Like Dark Samus, nobody asked for Dark Samus. Dark Pit, nobody asked for Dark Pit. Come on, dude.
What's the point of removing them when there's a option that literally just changes it so they're the same slot in Smash?
Yeah, like they could have just made it. I don't know, maybe a skin. Like
they are a skin. That's the point.
Exactly. Which is really funny with Pit / Dark Pit. Pit has a Dark Pit costume, and Dark Pit has a regular Pit costume. It's like, what?
Meta Knight has Galactic. It's funny because one of Meta Knight's costumes is Galactic Knight, but it's embedded into the character.
One of Link's is the fierce deity.
So the only clone / Echo that's slightly different is Chrom Roy, because Chrom's up B is different than Roy's.
The Peach Daisy one kind of pisses me off because it's like they are two completely different characters in terms of personality. Why do they have the same moveset?
They're both women.
Like,
that's right.
Like
that is
like it doesn't make sense. And Simon and Ritter is annoying too. Their only difference is like their holy water. Like that's their only difference, and it's like very slight.
There's technically only 9 Mario characters if you include Mario and Dr. Mario as different characters and Peach and Daisy as different characters. Otherwise, there would be 8. But if you include Donkey Kong and Yoshi in that, then it's 12. Or it would be 13 if you count Dr.
Pretty
Mario,
sure
Mario,
in terms
Peach,
of
and Daisy.
canon, I think in terms of Dr. Mario
lagging.
might be a separate entity, but I'm not entirely sure.
I don't.
It's kind of weird.
I don't know.
I said
Dr. Mario is a spinoff.
That's.
I think Dr. Mario is
know.
considered a separate entity. Yeah. Donkey Kong is a weird spot because he shows up.
You should turn off your camera.
Character. Like I think he's just my camera isn't really an issue. I had my camera on before; it was fine.
I don't know. Maybe it'll.
You'll slightly get a little bit lag, but it doesn't. It's not terrible.
But I think I got Donkey Kong. Like, yes, he has his own series. But Donkey Kong started in Mario.
He did. That is true.
I mean,
we're excluding Diddy Kong because Diddy Kong was only in Donkey Kong.
Well, that's true. Diddy Kong was, and King K. Rool.
I feel like
and King K. Rool, yeah.
But like,
I feel like Donkey Kong
Yoshi series,
it's just the
Yoshi would be Mario.
Yoshi's classified as the Yoshi series.
But didn't he first appear in Mario?
He first appeared in Mario. I don't understand the Yoshi series because there is like the Yoshi's Island series, but the original Yoshi's Island is Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island.
2, yeah.
So
I don't really.
It was like an extension of it. I hate that people having that argument where it's like, oh, it's a Yoshi, and it's like it's technically both a Mario and a Yoshi game.
Yeah. It was first Mario, and it's definitely originally Mario, but then after World, he got his own series, so
he got his own thing.
But it is originally Mario, so.
I like that Dark Pit and Palutena are only in the game because Sakurai took over the Kid Icarus series.
Yeah.
I couldn't see more Metal Gear characters. I couldn't see more Pikmin characters. I mean,
no, there's not really much going for
as much as I'd
those,
like
Zero.
I couldn't see more Mega Man characters unless it's like Mega Man X maybe.
True.
Donkey Kong is a weird case because he's the only technical Mario character where he was owned by a different company. So
yeah,
I don't know. It's kind of weird.
I couldn't see. I don't know if I
true.
could see
Wario
Street
is
Fighter characters.
Wario is that's true. I agree with that.
Could I see more?
Wario first appeared in Mario Land 2,
maybe
right?
Guile.
Yeah, Guile, because he's.
Dude,
Guile's was a Sis trophy.
If this dog keeps barking, I swear to God.
Don't say it.
Don't say it.
Are you? No.
I don't want more Tekken characters because God forbid the only one we have. I hope he's not in the game.
No, I don't see any more Tekken characters. I didn't even know what Tekken was before.
I would love to see more ARMS characters just because it's a game that's sold so poorly and nobody knows what it is.
But then we have Min Min in there, and I never see Min Min players online. And when I do, they're cringe. So I don't really know about that one, to be honest.
I mean, how do you play Min Min without pissing people off?
You can't.
Yeah, that is literally the camping character of the game. Well, for the most part.
I couldn't see more Castlevania characters, although Alucard would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because he's literally just Dracula Jr.
Pretty much.
Minecraft, I don't even know who they'd add. Fucking Herobrine.
No.
Movie Steve. Jack Black.
The Ender. Jack Black, yeah.
Jack Black is crazy.
No.
I feel like Terry is good for the only Fatal Fury character.
Terry's good, yeah.
Maybe Yooka-Laylee. Because they have Banjo-Kazooie.
Yooka-Laylee? Oh yeah, I would love that. Yooka-Laylee is pretty good.
Dragon Quest, I could maybe see more characters, but they already have 4 characters in one with all the ults.
Yeah, which again just doesn't make sense, but
Yeah. Splatoon, as much as I'd like to see another character, what would they do if Octoling was a character?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It would just be. They would probably just be.
I just see that more as a skin, to be honest, or an echo.
Yeah, I look, I like the idea of echoes more than skins because they have custom animations. They have their own identity outside of like, oh,
Yeah.
Alf is a skin of
They-
Olimar.
Yeah. I wish they did kind of like what they did with Roy / Crom. Sure, Crom is really similar to Roy, except for he doesn't have Tipper. And Crom's uppy is completely different from Roy's. I wish they would tweak a little bit more of a different moveset, just slightly for an Echo character, just like how they did with Crom.
I guess so. I think Crom makes sense as an Echo fighter just because he's an Echo of Roy and Ike. So it's not like he has original
because his uppy is just like Ike's.
Isabelle has moves from Villager, but also she has moves of her own. Therefore, she's an original character.
Yeah.
I think that's their logic.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, all of
it's kind of like Mario
either
and Luigi,
or
pretty much.
Or
Mario and Luigi or Mario and Dr. Mario, really.
Yeah. Well, Dr. Mario has
a fucking spike.
Yeah, Dr. Mario has some original moves. Like
Dr. Mario is pretty much Smash 64 Mario in a sense.
Yeah, Doc has
essentially. Yeah.
Doc, does he have the forward air? I don't think he does.
He does have forward air, but his forward air doesn't spike.
And then his down air does.
His spike is his down air now, which is the first.
Yeah.
He's Mario if he was a heavy hitter, basically. And he's just Smash 64 Mario, essentially. Pretty much what
and his recovery kind of sucks.
He's Smash 64 Mario with no multi-hit moves. That's pretty much what it is.
If there were to be another Punch-Out character, who do you think? Glass Joe?
Glass Joe.
Glass Joe.
Oh, God.
I hope.
Wait, hear me out, Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
Dude, they should add Mario. They should add fucking Mario, bro. Like, dude.
Well, Donkey Kong makes sense as a Punch-Out character because he was in Punch-Out. That would be crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm hoping.
But Mario was in Punch-Out as the coach too.
Yeah, it's true. I am hoping and praying for a new Punch-Out game on the Switch too. I love the Punch-Out series.
That would be so. Dude, like with the Joy-Cons and stuff. Oh my God.
You could do
motion controls. You fucking just go at it. You just go like light speed.
Yeah, they would absolutely.
do it. Odyssey.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They would absolutely do
some Mike Tyson earlier.
Wario. I'd like to see them add Ashley.
Yeah, they always reference Ashley in the songs and WarioWare stage.
Yeah.
I'd love a lot more Wario, like sentient characters.
Would love some kind of Rhythm Heaven rep, but I don't think it'll happen. As like Karate Joe, that would be really cool. Let's get another Ice Climber rep.
Who the fuck? There's literally only.
It's gonna be dude. Ice Climbers isn't Gay Baby Joe with F-Zero.
Yeah, F-Zero.
No.
Game and Watch.
Ice Climbers is worse. Ice
Climbers is worse.
Ice Climbers hasn't had a game since their first game.
Literally, and that was like before we were even thought of too. So
yeah,
that was NES.
Yeah.
Surprised.
F-Zero.
I don't know what they
GX for the rest of time.
I don't know what they'd do if they had another Animal Crossing rep. Maybe Tom Nook, but
I don't know about Tom Nook. Maybe. Yeah, he doesn't strike me as much of a fighter.
Maybe like.
But neither does himself. So.
That's true, but I can't see anyone other than like Villager and Isabelle. Maybe. Is there some other characters in like New Horizons that they added?
Bro, Anka?
Oh, KK Slider. Astro said the dog with the guitar.
Oh, Slider.
KK Slider would be cool, but I don't
really
know what his moveset would be.
That's true, yeah.
I'd like them to remove Pyra and Mithra. That would be cool.
Please.
Yeah. I hate Aegis. It's not that I hate the characters. The characters were hot, but
yeah.
I hate playing against them. They're so annoying.
Yeah.
It's fucking worse.
Lazy
Worse Marth from Melee.
Bring Marth back from Melee, bro.
Yeah. Melee Marth grab range grabs you from
Melee
across
Marth
the planet.
Melee Marth is crazy.
But
you could be on fucking Pluto, he'll still grab you.
But even when I'm playing on a different setup, he shouldn't be able to grab me.
He plays on a different game and just still grabs
I
you.
remember that video. Oh my
God.
God. And I really want I want Sonic's
and if they
moveset to
add
be
Kingdom,
revamped
if they add another Kingdom Hearts rep, it's got to be Mickey Mouse.
Oh, we're cooked.
A lot of people were expecting Mickey Mouse. A lot of people were expecting Mickey Mouse.
Epic Mickey,
Sora.
that would be cool. Epic Mickey Mouse.
That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool.
There is that the repainted thing is coming out.
Yeah, I'm actually excited for that. I never got to play Epic Mickey when I was little.
I never did either. Sure, I always wanted to.
I think I did. I played it. It was fun.
So I'm really excited for Epic Mickey.
Fire.
I want them to add a new Pokemon. They haven't added one since Incineroar.
Yeah.
I want them to flesh out some. I want them to flesh out Sonic's moveset. Like he's modern Sonic. Have the abilities of classic. You know. Give him Lightspeed Dash. Give him something. You know. Like he has material.
Yeah, that's true. I think his.
They should make him more 3D than 2D.
I think his moveset's pretty
just
good.
make him run into. With Sonic.
Yeah, I think his moveset's pretty fine right now, honestly.
I don't. It's very disappointing. Dude, like 3 of his moves are just spin dashes. Like he doesn't just spin dash. He has other moves. Like he has so many things to pull.
Lag. You said he has so many different. Yeah, he does have a lot of games he could pull from. But I do think his moveset right now is a very bare bones one, but it gets the point across. Like, yeah, some of the moves are from different games, some of them are just punches, but it's Sonic. He runs fast.
I mean, but he has 2
he turns into blue balls.
Pulled from. Yeah. Like that's the thing. He had an entire moveset in Sonic Battle at the very least. Like you could have pulled from that.
I'd like for them to just redo.
I've seen it.
Honestly, Mario's had the same moveset since Melee. I'd like to see them redo Mario's moveset.
Since Brawl.
Because they added Flood.
Oh, okay. I thought Flood was in Melee. My bad. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But
Melee came out
down being Melee was.
That would be cool if they just started from scratch on a new Smash game. Don't take anything from the previous one.
Yeah, completely. Yeah, I've seen someone do a video about that. They do a brand new Smash game, but revamp everybody's moveset, not making it anything the same compared to every previous game. Like just completely revamp Mario's moveset.
That would be an interesting way to develop a game, a sequel especially, to not base it off of the last one at all. Start from scratch.
Because how are you gonna top up Ultimate is the question. Like
they're not gonna be able
to.
They're not gonna be able.
Exactly. Like you can't.
That's why I think if they do a Smash game, it's just gonna be Ultimate Deluxe. It's just gonna be Ultimate.
They should
just add on to it. Which I agree with that. I don't think they should make another Smash game unless they're actually going to be doing something completely different, because Ultimate, you can't top up Ultimate. You already have every single character from every past Smash game, plus new ones and DLC.
Yeah.
So they could
Ultimate really
they could do a lot more with Ultimate. Yeah.
And
they do need to add. They can add more stages like Poke Floats, which I can't believe is still not in the game, but whatever.
I'm glad.
It's such a silly ass stage.
It's such a silly stage.
It's so
I
cool.
hate playing with. I played hang with
I
stage hazards, and that entire stage is considered a stage.
Yeah, I agree. I agree too. But I mean, Pokefloats is so iconic, though.
It's just stupid. That's why it's fun.
Yeah,
I like it.
It's like playing on giant ass Pokemon is.
Yeah. Anywho, that's just about all the time we have. But
wait. Hold on. We didn't ask Day a question. Remember?
Oh, right. Okay, so Daytendo,
I don't know if I like this.
We know you're not a big multi-Mario guy. You don't play multi-Mario like the rest of the guys. But you have played all of the games. So we have a question we ask everyone that comes on, and technically, even though you're just replacing the host for this week, you are a guest. That isn't on often. So, what is your favorite game from the 3D Mario 602? 64, Sunshine, G1, or G2?
already know the answer.
Like
to this
Nito
question,
said,
but...
you already know. Mine is Sunshine because
Sunshine takes the lead.
Yeah,
Sunshine. Oh, really?
The
Sunshine takes the lead.
four
Really?
people that have came on have all said Sunshine.
Seriously?
We're on a
let's go.
We're on a Sunshine streak right now.
Let's go. Sunshine getting the look, especially with Eclipse coming out. That just came out too. Let's go.
I am still just the only person who has picked 64.
64. Yeah.
Really? I'm actually shocked. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
so we have one for 64,
really.
which is me, and then we have 4 for Sunshine, which I believe was you, Rodeo. Was it Speed? No, Speed said G2. I think Zach maybe said Sunshine. I should have kept track of who said what, but anyway, we have 4 people for Sunshine, which none of the hosts picked Sunshine. SwaGh picked G1, which is at 3 right now, and then Needle picked G2, which is at 2. So Sunshine is in the lead now, which is crazy.
I'm shocked about Sunshine being in the lead. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought 64 would get more love.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking like 64. I was like, okay, most people are gonna pick 64. I'm fucking shocked.
I didn't believe it.
I'm the only.
I fully expected me to be the only one who picked Sunshine. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I believed in it. Honestly,
if we ever have like Ouija on, I wonder if he'd say Sunshine or 64.
Oh jeez.
He'd probably say 64.
Oh yeah.
I probably think he'd say 64, but he has picked up Sunshine again just because of the.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard for him. I feel like
but he also played Sunshine originally too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he originally played Sunshine.
It's hard.
So
he just got more into 64 after like during COVID and stuff. So.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's all the time we have for the JLB podcast. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out Daytendo. Is it twitch.tv/Daytendo64?
I think so.
I
don't really do anything on there
very often, but you can also.
I don't even stream on there.
You can also find him on. Are you on Blue Sky?
No.
You got to get on that, man. Blue Sky is the new Twitter.
Get Blue Sky so we can. It's just Twitter, but better.
It's better Twitter.
Wait, no, I have heard of that. I have heard of that. I'll have to get that.
It's public beta now.
I just came out recently.
No, it's been out since it's been out for a while.
If you make the account before Tuesday, we could probably just put it in the
description.
Joker will probably just put it in the video.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then,
I'll do that.
If you still have Twitter like a nerd or X, then you can find Daytendo at Daytendo64, I think, on there.
Yeah. Oh, so question. Now that now that me, you, and SwaGh are all on Blue Sky, I'm assuming like you're just gonna have that as or do you have our Twitches, right? Is that what you have?
I have our Twitches in the description. Or no, I have our YouTubes in the description, actually.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I could probably add everything else, maybe. But yeah. All right. So I'm Joker. That's Needle. That's not SwaGh, and that's Daytendo. We'll have SwaGh back on. We'll have SwaGh back on next week with a guest, maybe, depending on how I'm feeling.
Oh yeah. Well, by the way, next Friday, that's gonna be me and SwaGh are going to Pace to literally the next day.
Oh my god.
We're heading out for Pace.
I want to go to
Pace. So sad.
I'm so sad, dude.
But yeah, they'll not next episode, but the one after that, I believe either we're not doing that episode or SwaGh and Needle will be at Pace while recording it.
And then it's gonna be the Friday, so it's gonna
dude, an in-person podcast would be really cool.
And then I may as well say it now. We'll also be taking a 1 week break for Thanksgiving. And then we'll be taking a 2-week break at Christmas, but we'll remind you guys a little more close to those days.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I don't think we're gonna be stopping from December to June until summer comes around, which we'll be taking another hiatus for season 3. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks so much for listening to the JLB podcast. My name is Joker. We'll see you around.
Bye.
Or will we?
Subscribe or else.